Hi, I'm Kevin Metzger, and this is Metzger Business 5 on AI. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. And I'm going to do today a little bit differently. I already recorded this video once, and the question I was having was about this travel agent experiment. Following the conversations is it's a 13-minute discussion where I go through how I tested Bard, GPT 3.5, GPT-4, GTP4 with browsing, GTP4 with different plugins, all kind of doing the same prompt effectively, which I modified a little bit through the thing. And it was act as an expert travel agent and help me build a trip to the upper Northwest, Seattle and Oregon, US for July 10th through 17th. I need to book accommodations and transportation, and I'd like recommendations, things to do. Restaurants, I'd like the budget for this recommendation, and I'd like it all listed in a markdown table. Please provide pictures when you're able. So I took that prompt and I did it through all three, and that was my experiment today. And I've got a video of that, and I think I'm actually going to post that video separately, maybe add some edits to it. But for 5 for AI, it was too long and I couldn't really shrink it down. And I kept getting notifications on my watch or my phone all day about articles that were being published about how AI is taking people's jobs already. Copywriters were mentioned in one article I saw, actually 2 separate articles I saw, and then I just saw an article pop up from, I think it was Insider, where it was saying white collar workers need to be worried about their jobs, or the barrier to competition lowering because somebody can come in using AI and be just as effective. And that's where I want to make the argument that if you are not already playing with AI and running experiments with artificial intelligence and trying to figure out how to use it most effectively to do your job, somebody else will come in who is using it and do and start to take over for you in your job. And it's good to run experiments and play with it and try and understand what's working best, right? In my experiment, I experimented using Bard. I experimented using 3.5. I pay for the GPT-4 access. And I'll tell you, I think that GPT-4 with the plus access was, at first, it's interesting. I think it's impressive, and I think as it's been being added on to, it's becoming more and more impressive. The plugins really help do things where now you can actually ask to plan a trip, and it'll give you the links to the sites so that you can book the things it's suggesting to you. And you don't have to go through the whole process of searching Kayak and searching Expedia and all the other things all by yourself to find all the various things. You can ask it to do it. It'll go through the process, iterate, read the information, bring it back, consolidate it, and give you a beautiful response. Now I've got a minute left. I'm going to show you 2 things real quick, and then we'll wrap it up in today's 5. But Bard's response, honestly, it can access the internet. It brought back pictures for me, gave me a day-by-day itinerary. I really liked what it did. And by the way, I can click on each of these pictures and learn more about the topic, or book the excursion that it might be talking about. I'm wondering if this was an excursion. This Tillamook. Tillamook Coast, whale watching. So it's an excursion, and it brought me right to the site where I can book it. And then up here, I'm going to show you, this is with plugins enabled. You can see it's using going and searching different things on the plugins. Kayak is, first it checks Seattle, and that's my time. So I am just going to suggest that you could try and run some of these experiments yourself and start looking at this stuff. Think about how you can use it. After having done this experiment, I can see how I might want to book a business trip with these tools to help me if I need to plan a dinner, if I need to get the hotel and the flights and all that, and just have the tool kind of do the consolidation instead of me having to go through the various processes of doing it on various sites. All right, so that's today. 5 on AI. If you like, subscribe, share, comment, give me some feedback. Tell me what you like about this and what you don't. And if you're interested, I'm going to link to the 13-minute version of the discussion on the travel agent experiment, and you can kind of take a look and try and understand what it is I'm doing and what you can see and what you learn about the AIs and how they function by participating and playing in the